Oh, in this school, you cannot cause any change because the director.
You'll see. So first to start, I want to thank my team. We are here from Nairobi. We are based in Nairobi, but today we're here to support you and make sure that you adapt to the trend in education. What the globe is doing, what other countries are doing globally, we are bringing it to you here, and we have a support system and working with our local partners on that. In a nutshell, my team, please just wave. We have some here, some at the back. So thank you so much. We would get this far without you. Then I'll briefly introduce the solutions that we're going to cover today. Then later on, invite my colleagues to just touch on the key points that you will ask. Then also before I finish, I think they had some gifts. So I'll ask maybe one or two questions to whoever will respond to it correctly, then you get the gift. So let's also be ready for that. So to start, I'm going to present 4 parts of the solution. The first part is just to introduce the company. I show you the security solutions and the education solutions we do for a campus, how to make the class smart and modern. Then we also look at a solution of attendance, exam behavior solution. Then finally, we cover the transport system for schools. That's the school bus and how you can track attendance, track the vehicles in real time, and even preview that. So I hope you'll be excited to pick something from this. I think they've also shared some flyers on the same, and we have our stand just inside here, so if you have any questions, we can always respond to that. So to start, so Dahua is a global company. It's based in China. It's a manufacturer in China with a presence globally. In the market share of security, we are the second after another competitor, and in the private security business, we're actually a global leader. Dahua started in 2001, and over time, we've had advancements and developments. Oh, sorry. What happened? Oh, sorry. So we had, so I mentioned we started in 2001, and over time, we've realized our growth, and every time we have a new development in technology, we bring it to the world. And this growth only focuses on any aspect of security and technology. We can give solutions for city development, for enterprise development, and every time, everyone is talking about AI right now. That's one of the trends that is there, and we are telling you that we can also bring this solution into the current education requirements to enhance and make sure that we pick up on some of the key parts. So globally, we have several locations. In Africa, we have like Nairobi, in West Africa, in Nigeria, in South Africa. So the Nairobi office actually covers the Eastern Africa region. So whether you have brands here in Kenya or in the Eastern Africa, we are the first contact person to provide support for these products. This is typical distribution. I just want to go to the different businesses that we are in. When someone hears Dahua, the first perspective that usually comes to mind is CCTV. Because everyone knows in this local market, we've done a lot of CCTV, and everyone, even for home, for education, for any other business, we provide that. But now I want to just open your mind more. It's not just a CCTV. It's called a video-centric AIoT manufacturer and service provider. So what we do, we have so many, but I want to just focus on key branches like Ariapol. If you want to do automation, let's say for industries and all that, robots, automatic processing machines and all that, we can provide that as a solution. Then the second part is Pixfra. So if you have long-range monitoring, let's say you want to install cameras on land, maybe 20 acres, you just want 1 camera or 2 cameras, not so many, Pixfra will enable you because it gives us the thermal monitoring solution a single camera that can do 1 kilometer, 10 kilometers, 20 kilometers. So that's a different type of business for long-range monitoring. Then we have high-reach automotive, which I'm going to highlight as part of the school bus solution. When you have a school bus, for instance, you want to know things like when did the student get onto the bus, when did the student exit the bus and such. The environment conditions of the bus, the current location of the bus, even the van. Whether it's the bus or the van, we can still give you, we can enable you to achieve all those functions. Then we have the next bit, which we call weigh the car. Here we're looking at security screening and security inspection. Walk through metal detectors, handheld scanners, luggage scanners. We can provide this technology, and we'll, in future, if we discuss, we'll even share the small details that may help you to achieve and improve the efficiency of security screening. Then we have whistle alarm. For instance, I'll just mention a trend like last year, we had issues like fire in schools here and there, right? So we provide a fire alarm detection system that will help to curb this. We detect it on time, even if no one is on site, we can receive the real-time alerts and then send the emergency response in time. So we can provide that as a solution. Then we have Dahua memory. Actually, lucky for us today, we have so many memory products. So if you need to we're talking about flash disks, SSDs, any storage device that you would want to upgrade or to get for your current need, we can provide that. Now, back to today's topic, we're looking at co-creating the digital, intellectual education of the future. What technology can we bring into education? So our objective is actually education-driven based on this, so that to give you the digital transformation, things like this level of view for your institution. Let's say you deploy technology in your school. Can you get a real-time situation analysis on things like power consumption, things like movement of within restricted areas, 24/7 real-time analytics, and if you had a system that works after 1 year, can you look at the previous historical information so that you can improve the current, right? So that is what we are providing to enable you. So we want to ensure that we inspire students and capture their interest in learning, and also improvement in the output, not just learn, but also. So number one is saving you on the cost of deploying actual manpower. Instead, you use technology to seamlessly improve the efficiency. Then we have, at the student pickup point, we can run face recognition. So if it's only me, Zephania, who is authorized to pick a student, the moment I enter, my face must be recognized. And we're lucky today, we also have face recognition algorithm running somewhere on our booth. So if you want to experience this, we can also show you. So we can analyze who is coming in, and if you're not picked by the face recognition as the authorized person, then you're not allowed to take the child from school. So we're looking at that perspective on security. Then we have the school bus, a solution where we are monitoring the vehicle, things like attendance of the vehicle, any violations within the vehicle, also monitoring the driver who is maybe moving the children around, or the students or the learners around. Then we also want to minimize the accidents that would have. Let's say a child is left out behind in the bus. How can we verify this? We need to get the notice in real time, and maybe someone can respond and check on that. So we provide a solution. So what I have portrayed here is a solution where we can have several schools, or one school if you have branches. Let's say you have a branch in Nairobi, you have a branch in Mombasa, Kisumu, and any other location. We can give you a solution where you can centrally monitor this. Get real-time situation analysis of each of the center, each of the institution. So that is actually a possibility that we enable for education and for learners. So I'm just trying to break down, because of time I'll not go into so much detail, but we can interact on this. Then we're also looking at staff efficiency, things like time and attendance for staff. Are they getting into work on time? Are they active on their shifts? We can monitor things like if someone busy on the desk or they're sleeping on the desk, without someone necessarily being there. So we can provide that solution. Then we have autocomplete for attendance using face recognition. And we are happy to test these functions here. So if you have such requirements, just give us the environment. Let's set that up and let's pick the result and see it improve, right? Yeah. Then we have this. We're still emphasizing on the smart document camera. So if a teacher, for example, we have a case where the teacher cannot stand and do writing on the board, we can provide the document camera where whatever they are writing on their desk can be projected to the screen. So enabling every teacher. So improving that efficiency so we can provide that. Then I talked about the security screening. So even we have a new model of metal detectors that runs face recognition. As we scan for the metals, we can also analyze things like expression. Are you happy? Do you look worried? Such things. And they can help to, let's say I have something that is a threat to the institution. The moment we analyze and read, this person seems to be worried, we can do an extra check and maybe pay more attention. Again, the metal detector will give you quality analytics on things like where is the location of maybe let's say you have a weapon. If it's on the leg, the detector will trigger and point you towards that direction instead of putting much time on everything. Then we have precise advertising and information release. Let's say you have a change in the school schedule for the day. You can release this information in real time and update in the screens. I think we've seen this where while you're moving into the premise, you find a very old notice board which doesn't have the most recent information. So we can seamlessly improve the efficiency through some digital signage. We call them the digital advertising screens. So the collection of the solution is, we provide a campus solution, we provide examination solution, we provide a classroom, and also a school bus solution. So just to mention where we've done such cases, in Africa, we've had a case at University of Fort Hare Ashton International College. So we're looking to have a case here in Kenya, and I hope we are going to be together in that journey. So for the campus specifically, we look at access control at the entry point. We look at vehicle management. So if you have vehicles coming in and out, we can manage that. Then we have electric vehicle chargers and such. So because the trend is moving towards smart energy and saving the environment, we provide this infrastructure. I talked about perimeter protection. We have one camera here as an example, one camera that can cover 150 meters of the perimeter, and it will give you real-time alerts in the event someone crossed. Then we have the AR, or the augmented reality of the campus, giving you a 3D preview of what is going on. Then when we talk about the event management, things like fight detection, maybe people running in the teaching area, access in the restricted places, maybe climbing on fence, fall detection, maybe audio exception. When we talk about audio exception, we're talking about things like glass breaking, gunshots. We have cameras that can do that level of detection, and you get the alerts and even the notice. Then we have the emergency call for large campuses where maybe deploying security guards in every point is a risk or is expensive. We can deploy the emergency call stations in different points, and then in case of an incident, someone can press and then talk to someone in the security and will respond. Then things like overcrowding, we can detect that also. Then we run face recognition and face detection, which means the student has the ability to search. Like you can search for someone's face, just upload the picture and you can find them in real time, the location of the campus. We have the patrol, so we enable the guards also to have body cameras so that we have full accountability within the campus. I talked about school attendance, then the card system still on the same. Also digital signage, that's the smart advertising screen. We have the large display screens. Then we get the big picture overview of the campus environment. But one thing you'll notice, this solution is network enabled. What does that mean? We only need to get it a network address, and regardless of the location, we can enable access and communication. I will not go so deep into the software and the key cases. Instead, I will switch to the next part where we call it the classroom solution, and just point out what are the highlights in the classroom solution, because we want to transform and make sure that we match the international standards for classroom. So we focus on three parts. The teacher, we want to upgrade the teacher's experience while in classes. The student, we also want to improve the efficiency. And finally, on the administrator side, we want to provide trends and analytics that will enable them improve the quality that is. And how we do that, we provide these solutions. Number one, the lecture solution scene, teaching and lab teaching, I'll point out. Then we have the screen sharing scene, the hybrid learning scene, and then class attendance and exam monitoring. So these are solutions that we'll provide for classroom. So when we talk about lecture teaching, we provide the interactive screens, we provide the document camera and USB, or the OBS to enable if you have Windows kind of products. Then we have a scene like this, lab teaching. For example, have practical classes. We may understand that at one point or the other, let's say we are doing maintenance on an engine. We may not get an engine for every student to experience. So we can give them that experience by just bringing close cameras that will pick clearer images, stations like this, and then we can transmit this. So we can also enable telelearning, where you can do from even remote learning. Then you have the sharing scene, where we can have display from one class projected to several classes at the same time. Then with the learning, this is the interface that you'll get. So let's say you are learning from a distance, you'll get the lecturer's point, you'll get the class view, we'll get the real-time close-up view, and also the students' view. So from all the perspectives, you can see and interact with the class as if you're there. Then with hybrid learning, we provide something that is much flexible. If you cannot go to the institution, you still have access to the same experience that is in the classes. Then when we still talk about this, we talk about classroom attendance running like this. So we have a camera that's automatically just zooming into the students and picking the face and all that. Then we get these types of reports on attendance. So like the attendance rate, even the participation rate, the camera will do the analytics for you. In the exam room, we provide exam monitoring. Things like, we just switch to the exam mode, and then we can detect things like maybe discussion while the exam is going on, passing things around while the exam is going on, to improve and minimize. Also, if we are having discussions, exchanging information during the exam, we can provide this. And the good thing, this also provides accountability in the sense that we can always play back to the sessions and provide the logs. Then we provide the whiteboard, the camera, an audio system, software. We have different variations of the whiteboard, from a 65-inch, a 75-inch, 86, and 98 inches. So based on the requirement and how big the classroom can be, we can provide that solution. Then we do the cameras, then we do the audio system, then we provide some softwares. And we have different types of softwares. The Canvas, providing us with 3D objects to enable learning. We have the board, which has online collaboration because it's cloud-based, so we have to host some resources for you, which means there is a subscription to that. Then we have the Deep Hub meeting, enabling even remote meetings. We have the MDM to manage devices. So let's say it's a school case, you have 8 classes with a board inside. How can you make sure that at night when there is no learning, all the boards are there, are switched off? Either someone goes round into each class, but that's a lot of work. So we provide the MDM to remotely manage. So you can remotely switch off, you can remotely lock and unlock the board based on the usage requirement. Then we give the camera, the transmitter, the OPS, Then we have the cameras, the different types of cameras to enable that. Then just to save on time, I'll just highlight briefly on the attendance solution. So we have check-in. We create the rules based on attendance for the students. It could be attendance for the school. It could be attendance for the class. So for every session, we have rules for that, and then we make sure that we cover the teachers' attendance, we cover the administrator and the students' attendance. So some solutions, class, school attendance, and this is how we will deploy the We'll deploy a camera at the front, we'll also deploy a camera at the back, and then the same camera will enable you to achieve the different functions, which it will automatically switch between the different zones of the class and track attendance. So this is just looking at some application, which I won't go again into detail, but we want to automate this and make sure that we give you efficiency. Then while finishing, I'll just touch the school bus solution. And why I want to highlight this is we have the challenges that we get on the school bus, things like safety, the driver problems, and also information problem. So how do we make sure that the parent is up to date with the students' attendance? Let's talk about the emerging trend right now. You have a high school, students on opening day, how does the parent know that my student has checked in? Either they have to call the teacher, but we can seamlessly automate this from the school bus perspective and also from the school attendance perspective. The student arrives, we can do a system that can integrate and send quick notifications, things like emails, messages directly to the parents from one perspective, from one point. So this is what we deploy in the vehicle. We have the front camera to help the driver while driving, things like forward collision warning, illegal lane exchange. Then we provide the driver monitoring camera. This camera can monitor the driver doing like dozing, making calls while driving, such things, even wearing glasses, all that level of detection. Then we also do CCTV throughout the vehicle. We do face recognition attendance for everyone in the vehicle. Then you have panic button for cases of emergency and incidents. Then you have temperature and humidity monitoring, because we're talking about maybe children, we're talking about maybe younger individuals. So we want to make sure that we give them, we know how is the environment of the vehicle at any given time. Then we have to ensure student safety. The vehicle arrives, then the driver can manually walk into the vehicle to check every student has gotten off the vehicle, and then he confirms to the security. At the same time, if there is motion detected in the vehicle after it's parked, we send the notice and someone can come and check again. Maybe we have left a student in the vehicle. So to ensure safety, we double check. We also do stop arm solution, where if the students are alighting from the vehicle, we turn on the red sign, alerting every road user that the students getting off the vehicle. So we also improve safety of the students before they leave the vehicle. Then we have advanced driver assistant. So this is what I was talking about, the driver, distracted driving, smoking, calling, tampering with the camera lens. Then we have the analytics information. Things like, let's say you have the school bus that's supposed to follow a specific route. We can give you a route solution, where if the driver deviates from the route, someone gets a notice to check why did the driver change the route. The vehicle is supposed to be within a specific region and it goes out of that region, you also get a notice. So you have the real-time status of the vehicle. That is actually the route management solution. Then we look at real-time information. Because the solution comes with GPS, it comes with 4G, we can remotely preview the system, the real-time situation of the vehicle. Then we have the mobile application that can receive I can quickly get that notice and check in the app. I can even see, preview the images and such. So that covers a quick introduction of my presentation. I just wanted to quickly, in 2 minutes, maybe take you through slightly. So number one function that we'll see is the screen sharing, where I can wirelessly project to this screen. We have the whiteboard with the ability to even do things like smart text recognition, cameras for learning. Video cameras that would track teachers, track students, things like real-time attendance within the class. So the teacher doesn't have to spend 10 minutes doing roll call. The camera will do that for you and you'll get all the records, including video evidence and image evidence on that. So that's what we're enabling for smarter classrooms. And we've done this on several cases successfully globally. So this is another typical, the smart learning board. And I'm happy that we are using actually ours today because it will give you extra aids for enabling learning and making even the teaching process more efficient. I'll give you a case. In my day while I was still in school, the teacher would draw the shapes, but now we have a simpler way. Just pick, we have predefined shapes, predefined formulas, things like the periodic table, and any other tool that is enabled. And we're looking at this from the perspective of entry-level school, middle, and even the higher level learning. So we can provide solutions for this. And whatever is here, let's say you have a requirement that is not matching here, we are happy because we are the manufacturer. We can provide real-time support and upgrade. Because we are also looking at intelligent learning, we're also looking at capturing the real-time requirements and upgrading what is available. So we'll upgrade for you and make sure that everyone in the education space also can upgrade. That's how we think of elevating the learning. So we have something called Deep Hub. And in Deep Hub, this is a Deep Hub board specifically for education. We have so many things. I think you've seen maybe, I'll give you an example of Google Classroom module as learning modules that are actually used here locally. So we can come with the programs already customized for your learning experience and achieve maybe a higher efficiency. Then again, for a learner's environment, we want to do a much advanced lighting system. So we can provide a smart classroom lighting system that would improve and adapt over time. At the same time, we're focused on energy saving. So we also give the solution ensuring that it focuses and centralizes on energy efficiency. Then we also look at minimizing risk and accidents in school with things like access control and CCTV. So who can enter the school? Only the authorized. If you have a visitor that is coming or a guest that is coming, we pre-approve them before they come. So if you get there, you need to provide your appointment or your authentication first before you get into the premise. So we can provide that as a solution. Then I talked about a software that does the illustration. I talked about one where you can do management of the classes and teaching assets. What was the name of the software? Yes? Canvas. Thank you. Please come. Let's clap for him. Thank you. So it shows he was keen. Then while he's coming, the second question goes to this. How do we manage classroom attendance and exam behavior and analytics? How do we do that? Just a second. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, we had someone? Yes?
The classroom management system whereby the cameras are able to detect automatically the face of the child on the record.
Yes. Thank you. That is correct. What about for the exam behavior?
The same to the exam.
The exam behavior? I want both.
Okay. Let me take a lady's hand.
Okay.
Board of the camera that you install can help detect the shooting and any other movement of behavior.
So the question has been answered by 2 people. We'll get a gift for you and we'll also get a gift for you. No. He said that he's focused on classroom attendance, monitoring real time. Let's say the lesson is 40 minutes, we can take face recognition attendance every 5 minutes. That's what he answered. Then for the exam behavior, we're also looking at the malicious exam. It's like passing things around, discussing in the exam room, the camera can automatically detect. So both of you get gifts. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, very fast, because we are out of time.
Yes. My last question. I brought more gifts. My last question. So someone just to mention for in a campus setup or in a school setup, what are the points that we can give a solution to? We have the class, where else? Someone to mention 3 more. Yes, there's someone, the first hand at the back. She was the first hand. In a campus setup.
The facts.
Yes?
Transport system.
Yes?
We have classroom system.
Classroom monitoring system, yes?
And we have the examination monitoring system.
Yes?
And we can also have the 3D monitoring.
3D situation of the institution. We have parking also as part. Thank you, that is accurate. So let me invite my colleague to finalize before we go. You can come for your gift. Okay. Just one. Yeah.
Okay.
Just a second.
Okay, just 1 minute, eh? 1.5 minutes.
I just to give you a few minutes because Zeph have told you
2 questions. Number 1,
Yes.
health concerns on the face recognition machine or the camera. Say that as you come in,
The health concerns.
Yes.
Mm.
Then number 2, the data that comes to your system, because I know this system you must be managing it from a central point, from the end.
No.
Or this.
It is you who owns that system. You buy from us, we help you to deploy, you set up your own storage.
Thank you.
Yes. But about the health risk, it's like taking a picture with your phone. I don't see the health risk because it's just a camera capturing the information and then we analyze that information. So don't look at it as a perspective of there is a scanner that will take the health, create the health risk. Okay? Then lastly here.
Places where we have power outages,
Yes.
how you can counter that, because I should say that the system is good, and if it can be there like for 24/7 surveillance, it's perfect. Is there a solution also within the system concerning where places where we have maybe sometimes power issues? Thank you.
Yes, we do. Just to confirm, we are the manufacturer Dahua. We have a branch called Hixi Power. Hixi Power provides power backup system for enterprise, commercial, and business setups. If you need 24 hours power backup, we'll give you. Whether it's a factory, whether it's the whole county that needs a power backup solution, we'll give you that. And this power solution, we have our local presence even here, and we have cases. So if you need to also discuss this, I'm sure we're going to serve you. But we have a complete power backup and power management solution. Thank you. So down to my 3 questions. Where are my gifts? Yes. Precisely, I will say this. I will say this. We have violence detection within the technology. That is built in to detect such things, like someone is maybe some level of violence, we are pushing each other, maybe I'm raising my hand to hit someone and such. At the same time, we also want to offer this, because we are a manufacturer who have been in this market for more than 10 years, we can assure you that we can help you to customize for whichever the detection you need. what we do is you provide us the environment, we train the model to adapt to the new requirements. So if we have maybe a different way of punishment, like even pinching, we can set the camera to even detect such things. So it's just a matter of training the model, and then it learns based on the data we provide, and then it can send the alerts. So that is how sophisticated it can be. But don't look at it from the detailed technical perspective on how it's going to implement. Look at the value it's going to bring. How after we implement this, is it going to give you a better business experience or a better use case? And also the accountability part of it. Yes?
My questions are two. One, I would like to know if you sell the system in units or as a whole, and maybe in that case, we will be able to go to the prices.
Okay.
Then the second question.
Yes.
Systems are known for failure, breakdown, and also instability. In such cases, even after doing the training, and you probably will be very far, how are you going to assist the school, or what assurance can you give us on that?
Okay. We are not as far as you think. Just go to Mombasa town, you'll find our partners. We have partners in Migori, confirmed. It's called what mall? I even know the mall. I've been to that place. So we have partners locally, nationwide. But the first question was, do you have to get everything? No. The system is modular. Whatever your urgent requirement is, we onboard you on that and help you to set up. Then if you need to expand on the other functions, we keep adding more and more and more. Then another part, as a manufacturer, this equipment comes by default 3 years warranty. The larger screens will come even with a 5-year warranty. A manufacturer who is giving you that level of warranty is actually keen on things like failures we can handle. Then again, to point out, in Nairobi, we have an RMA center. So any issues to do with repairs, any of our products, we have technical support team. We can make sure that the product works, and in case of any problems, you're guaranteed to get support. Okay? I think I take just the last two. I asked my question, and then invite the other guy. He's going to explain the other points. Okay? Here?
I have two.
Yes.
Number one, on the face recognition.
No, you must look for something else to post. You must post something. Because we come from Stanford where some teachers are good at causing trouble. And even bali ukitoka mtoto na ilikuwa ni siku ya somo, ilikuwa ni siku mbili. Okay? Siku ya kwanza na siku ya pili.
Yes, something.